as I bring the Freebirds out. I point out, first of all, that Hansen and Anderson have a pronounced proclivity for attacking 2-on-1. And they also have a penchant for leaving the ring. I have the Freebirds with me now, Michael Hayes and Terry Gordy. And the first thing I'd like to do is go back over an incident that I know you're not too pleased to see again. But it was a time when you were in Michigan being interviewed, and Terry Gordy was not with you, when suddenly Mr. Hansen and Mr. Anderson decided they were going to take matters into their own hands.
Yeah, well, I'm a little bit sick about the situation. I just wish something could be done long enough to keep them around to get it taken care of.
All right, I'll tell you what. Let's take a look first. Let's go back to Michigan in this incident when Bobby Simmons was trying to interview Michael Hayes when suddenly into the dressing room burst Stan Hansen and Ole Anderson. That's one habit they seem to have, and that's 2-on-1. Plus, they have another habit. They don't like to hang around when there's a lot of strife.
Well, they like to run their big fat mouth, but they don't like to come in and back it up.
And a case in point, I think, is well taken, as we're going to take a look at something that happened here on Championship Wrestling, where Mr. Anderson and Mr. Hansen again decided to take off. Let's take a look.
We've got a fair sixer going here, and the Freebirds just hit the scene. The Freebirds after Stan Hansen and Ole Anderson, and they've got him in the ring. They've got him in the ring, and it is all broken loose. It is all broken loose now. We've got total bedlam going on. The Freebirds against Stan Hansen and Ole Anderson, and it's mass mayhem and confusion here, and our time is completely gone. We'll see you next week.
And, of course, order was finally restored, but not before a lot of people had taken a lot of lumps and bruises. This carried on right to the Omni in Atlanta when, again, we see a situation where Anderson and Hansen don't like to stay inside the squared circle. Well, I think it's better again. Watched.
Well, you see here, there ain't no doubt. Ole and Stan, when you fight them, if you don't go in there for a fight, you're a fool, because they are tough, and they can do what they say. But when it comes down to giving them just what they want, rot gut, dirt tactics, then they do just like you see. They start leaving the ring, and they keep leaving the ring, just like we saw a few minutes ago. See, when we do what's good, 2-on-1, take a chair and have some fun. You know what I'm talking about?
I do indeed, Mr. Gordy.
Well, you know, there's no doubt about it. It was one of the toughest fought battles I've ever been in my life. And you got to give credit where credit's due. Stan Hansen and Ole Anderson, they are a rough, tough tag team. But, baby, we ain't backing down from nobody. Like I told you once before, Gordon, we've worked for everything we've had, and we're going to keep on working, and we're going to end up beating Ole Anderson and Stan Hansen.
Well, again, we see them leaving the ring area, and as I said, of course, this seems to be a particular problem with Mr. Hansen and Mr. Anderson, is getting them to stay within the confines of the wrestling ring itself. I'd like to take a moment right now to remind you, of course, that we'll be wrestling tomorrow night in Columbus at the Ohio Center, and upcoming on the 15th, competition returns to the Omni here in Atlanta and in a steel cage match.
That's right, Gordon Solie. You know, first of all, everybody's talking about going on tour. Well, Fantasia's going on tour, too, but this time we're going to do it right here in the sweet homeland of Georgia. That's right, we're going to start it tonight in Rome, and we're going to boogie all week long, because when it comes next Sunday night, in the cage, nobody can get in, and nobody can get out, and we'll find out which team is which. Okay, Daddy?
That's right. Just like Mike said, we're going to start tonight in Rome and get good and warmed up and come to the Omni. We're going to be getting down because nobody's going to be able to get out, and we're going to see who's the tougher team. We're going to find out right here in the Omni, Ole Anderson and Stan Hansen.
We'll find out August 15th. Here's a word.
Championship Wrestling returns to the Omni in Atlanta on Sunday, August 15th. Match time is 8:30 p.m. In a steel cage match, Ole Anderson and Stan Hansen face the Fabulous Freebirds, Terry Gordy and Michael Hayes. There will be a 16-man over-the-top rope battle royal, $5,000 to the winner, featuring Andre the Giant. The Magnificent Morocco faces Tommy Wildfire Rich. The Junkyard Dog takes on the Superstar. Super Destroyer wrestles Paul Orndorff. It'll be Andre the Giant and Tito Santana against the Samoans, managed by Sonny King. Plus other great matches, including the Great Kamawa, Roy Rogers, the Iron Sheik, Buzz Sawyer, Terry Gibbs, Tommy Pritchard, and many, many more. Tickets are available at the Omni, all seats outlets, including the 12 major Turtle stores.